Hello minasan, Hikiyami Moriko desu, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called Angel Blood, and it's by the developer Little Miss Lee's Stories. Sorry about that. And that you may remember from another game I played, Marigold's Mannequin, a very good visual novel. So this game has some warnings. It contains language, partial nudity, violence. This is an injury, player discretion is advised. So if you don't want to see any of that, you are free to go away right now. I'm gonna wait a few seconds so you can go away. That's it. Let's continue, right? Really nice pointer, I like it. Really nice angel, I'm guessing this is an angel. So let's, whoa. A little bit spooky here, you know? I didn't expect the... Oh, it switches poses when you, okay. Oh, you don't like that I'm quitting? Okay, let's just start the game. I like that. Really nice main menu. This memory is best enjoyed with a nice succulent drink. I don't have any drink around here. I'll let out Big John and stretch my arms. I've done my rounds, dust every cobweb corner, and shooed the customers out of the store. Now I settle back down into my favorite form and curl up on my desk. Rowena. Seriously? You're taking a cat nap? Real classic queen, it's not closing time yet. I still have a minute. Meow. Nice. You can just turn into a cat while you still have customers. I flick my tail and gesture for her to leave, but the satirist doesn't budge. Whoa, she grabs my tail and pulls. Help me out, I still can't find the memory I found. With a huff, I shift back into my witch form. So it switches. My ears flatten in and I answer. You know the rules, if you found something here, you'll have to find it again yourself to get it back. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, find something else to take. I close my eyes and wave her off. Now we're close, I'll try again tomorrow. How in the 9 realms can I find it if I can remember what it was? Yeah, that's gonna be complicated. All I have is this slip. I let out another yawn, this is getting tiresome. Why don't you try something new? You can always get into painting. Look, if you try breaking in again, I'll have to ban you from the store. And Mother put out some rather nasty words to keep intruders out. But if you want to see those up close and personal, then be my guest. Fine, but I'm coming back tomorrow. See you then. Satirist storms out and the door locks behind her. Like clockwork, the store knows it's closing time. Finally, I can nap in peace. I like the floating head. Slipping back into my falling form, I curl up and ready to sleep. The shores of Dreamland are full of treasures, and sometimes I even find artifacts to keep. Hopefully there will be some lovely wandering dreams. Maybe even something I can put on a canvas. If I can find the time. My ears perk up. What was that? The door is unlocked? How could that be? Mother's Words only ever made exceptions for wealthy customers. Oh, you're rich, you can pass. Nice magic. Called such a rare pattern of the bonding art be here tonight? Yeah. Shining halos burn my eyes. Seraphix. I'm sorry, woke you, kitty. There's support to her voice, a silky rumble that makes my very soul tremble. Would you happen to know where I can find something savory? Thank Angel smiles, fixing her glittering eyes upon me. All of the eyes. Her glittery wings stretch across the room. No feathers. A fallen. Yeah, it looks looks very fallen to me. My heart pounds a hole into my chest. Did it try the wards, or did they simply bow at her presence? I'm looking to change up my diet. Okay, if I'm sleeping and I wake up and I see this, I'm freaking out. My appetite has gotten me into some trouble. I shivered my foot standing on end. Her speech is a song of dark promises and unearthly pleasures. I'd rather fasten something more practical, less precious. Her massive jack wings loom overhead, her gaze piercing into me. Perhaps you can find me something to keep the hunger pangs at bay. I cannot help but stare. She is gruesome and gorgeous, a nightmare's fantasy that smells faintly of thunder and blood. What's the smell of thunder? I know the smell of blood very well, but I cannot recall the smell of thunder. In another life, I would paint her exquisite form had I the time to cultivate the skill. Kitty, I'm waiting. I jump off the counter. Better find something before she eats me up. Better find her something before I let her. Okay. I ran into the back, into the twisting corridors, blushing beneath my fur. What did she say she wanted? Something savory, right? The back room doesn't keep still after hours, and the floor splits into curling spires. It's kinda nice. Something savory, she said. I stepped gingerly through the labyrinth of closed doors and slide stepping shelves. Perhaps a story, perhaps a lie. What would she like? Mother placed every binding word she knew, yet somehow this angelic monstrosity waltzed right in like they were nothing. Is she a Tess? A conjuring of some sort? I fumbled back into my witch form to wave a few shelves out of the way. Clicking my fingers, I shuffled them until I reached a dusty back door. Perhaps the store knew, or perhaps I chose it, but I wrapped my hand around a bottle. It is a narrow at the top, round at the bottom, with a profound reflection within. Precisely what I need. I skipped back and uncorked it, pulling a vial of bat innards from a side shelf and mixing. Bat innards? Well, I guess that's savory, right? Something special just for her. Well, I guess it's not like literal savory, it's just like savory, metaphorical savory, maybe. Oh, you've grown a little. You've grown a little, kitty. I fight the flush from my cheeks. Yeah, get infatuated with the with the creepy angel thing. Eh, well, you know, I'm not gonna judge. I have some weird waifus too. I fight the flush from my cheeks. No, I'm enthralled. I must be. There must be some anti-enchantment I can whip together to dampen its effects. But I will have to wait for the morning. I hand her the bottle. It's a memory, vaporous and ineffable from the original Chiamore. And a little house special for you. My tongue feels heavy as I speak. My eyelids too. Thank you, that will do. I'm afraid I need a little privacy when I eat. After all, I don't want to scare a pretty thing like you. Yeah, be my guest. Whoa. Whoa! The last thing I see is her plucking an eye from her wing. Yeah, that's messed up. I don't need a zoom in, thank you. This should be payment enough. Oh, that's my payment. Okay. I watched clearly as another grows in its place and they fall into dreamless slumber. Unexpected. The next day I wake early feeling more rested than I have in years. There's no sign of mysterious fallen save for the ice she left. I clean the viscera off and slip into a little jar. I pour my morning tea and I think of her. The day passes like usual, hordes of customers come and go, looking for heirlooms, memories, treasures they gave up. I pay them little mind as I riffle through reference books and mother's old recipes. There must be something I can make to withstand the strength of the enthralling enigma. Shall she visit again? I think she's gonna visit again. Afternoon fades to evening as I blend calming elixirs with anti-enchantments, mixing insignias of stillness into the cauldron. I taste drops of them as I go, feeling refreshed and renewed. Flitting through large me to capture her memory yet, I know I have not the talent, not the will to rip such a potent impression out of my private thoughts. It's a inspiration has struck, a gift from Muselas, yet I have no yearning to create art, when reality is better than dreams. No, that's not quite right, is it? At the very least, my temper is much more level. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this I think at the beginning, but this game, it's for a game jam. It's for the Smoochy Jam, I think, which is a pretty cute name for a game jam, so there's that, right? Oh good, you're awake. And you always show up just around closing time, don't you? Yeah, what is that? The seller is pointing at a floating jar where the eye I place is attempting to fly. Not for sale. Or exchange. Oh, something precious perhaps. I see. Well then, find me what I want, or I'm taking it. She leaps up and snatches the jar away. I feign indifference, the brew helping me temper my rage. Thank goodness. I'm gonna save just in case something happens. I was hoping someone will take that curse away. Not even the store wants it here. Otherwise, the wards will banish a thief like you as soon as you leave the door and take something even more precious. Ah, you lot are the thieves. We held you through the courses, so I suppose it makes sense for you to take a course off our hands. I point out the sign hanging behind me. It reads, "Never pawn what you cannot afford to lose." Okay, that's a very nice sign to have in any pawn shop, even a magical one. Equal exchanges for a way out of any predicament. What will it take to get it back? The memory I pawned. All I did was leave a gap in my mind, aching to be whole again. That's strictly confidential, but if you truly want it back, a memory vehicle body should do the trick. We offer complimentary soul peerings and alternative payment options for deep dives if you like an extraction. That sounds painful. Come on, I just feel like a part of me is missing. Trust me, you don't want to know what you forgot. I mean, if it was so bad that you wanted to just give it away, to pawn it, I don't think you want it back. But at the same time, it makes sense that imagine you're trying to recall something that you should know it's part of you, but you cannot do it. Nobody ever really does. And your core issue has been settled, has it not? As it has never happened. Okay. I'll go look for it myself, but you gotta know I'm not letting this go. The satirist releases the jar and turns away. I sigh in relief. It stares at me unblinkingly. Can't you see me through this? I blush at the thought and put it away before anyone else sees it. Turning my attention to my brew, I spend the next hour adjusting its portions. It takes a while before I'm satisfied, and by then it's time to prepare for closing. The other customers trickle out, some with trinkets and debts in their pockets that they'll pay for, whether they know it or not. As always, the satirist is the last to go. I prepare for her to put up a fight like she does every day, but to my surprise, she wanders out, eyes glazed. The door locks behind her. That's weird. That's really weird. My quiet relief soon turns into anticipation. Will she return? Perhaps she's associated, but I doubt that how soon it enters my mind. I take a deep breath. I had my herbal brew, might as well wind down and nap. When I'm unable to resist, I pull open the drawer to take a peek at her eye, only to find it has disappeared, leaving a round shining hole in the jar and drawer. I leap up, springing on all fours, with sharper eyes and ears to find it. I don't think it got stolen, right? So it's maybe moving on its own. Stepping out from a shroud of shadows, she approaches me. The memory you gave me. It's not what I expected. She eyes me and I feel as though I'm quite naked despite being covered in fur. Don't get me wrong, it was delicious. The subtle flavor built up, oh so irresistibly. You have put some of your own essence in your craft. There's an artistry to your mixture. But I stare at her, my tongue heavy. Did she brew relax me too much? Her effect on me has not wavered, yet I know my brew to be potent. Could it be that there is no enthralling, no enchantment? It's just love? Are these feelings simply my own flaw, falling for her? There's simply something missing, and I'm afraid it's left me yearning for more. Your touch has a unique taste to it. Perhaps you can make me another? Oh, what is this? It's a smiley face. Soundlessly I sling away towards the boxes where we keep the recently pawned sins. I can feel her watching me as I slip back into my witch body. She wears her nudity like a armor while I flush in the uniform fabric of my coven. I dig around the sins of the remnants of souls and pull a few scraps into a cup. What is this? This is kinda silly, I like it. Her gaze is heavy, picking me like a butterfly to a board. I do my best to ignore it. Rushing through the weapons aisle, I whisper a quick, untiming spell and pull some rusted stains of pixie blood back to liquid form. Perhaps sacrificial blood may please her? I mean, they gave it scale angel blood, so maybe. I shake the cup and watch the blend swirl, bubbling deep purple. This is a witch mixologist, I guess. She takes away from rebukes. It pains me more than I'd like to admit. I'm accustomed to more virtue, hopefully. This doesn't spur a relapse. Relapse? I tried all manner of concoctions to stay sober. Sober from what? From blood? My blood? Angel blood? Unfortunately, they never seem to last. If it's willing magical blood she needs. Might you find a trial to give? I thought you have any trouble receiving offers. Are you volunteering, Kitty? No, witch blood is far too weak. I could be the judge of that. Her fangs pick out her lips, and I imagine them on my neck. What will her tongue? No, that will be disastrous. You're just... You're yours just to... I don't want to use the word I'm trying to say, but like... You need to chill, sister, a little bit. I know the angel's kinda hot, but come on. Not worth giving your life away. My blood belongs to my coven. I cannot. It cannot be freely taken without alerting them and the higher authorities. Ah, isn't it fascinating whose blood they care for, while oceans of red lap the shores below? Her demeanor shifts, and I follow the movement of her magnificent wings. Did you know there are no longer any true humans after the rapture? Oh, you should see the skins they want. I'm sorry about my dog. I don't know what she wants, but she's been like this for a couple of weeks. It's okay, don't worry about it. You should see the skins the Aunts Faithful wear and borrow. I have heard the Apocalypse has rehearsed its head, but it is simply another dark age of distortion from the Mundis. They are mundane. They always get swept up by these natural rhythms. The Hell Wheels are upon the mortal realm, the end times night. Yet the coursing and pretty shopkeepers keep busy. Worlds end and begin anew, that is life. Purity is corrupted. And then the innocent are born again. It's just one world of many, isn't it? Why are you showing me your ass? I appreciate it, but why are you doing it? Are you leaving? There's an undertone to the way she's speaking, and I feel as though I'm missing something. Who am I to deny the natural rhythms of the world? I'm just one witch. Pretty kitty shopkeepers keeping the lights open at 7th circle shackled to her place. Perched on a tree with a nest of things that will never belong to her. Never looking down, always dreaming. Are you making fun of me? Only because I like you. Oh. Here you are, Tucker in the underbelly of the crossroads of the worlds. Sorry. Artifacts from the nearly every realm pass under your nose, but you never take any for yourself. That's what having a shop is like. If only she knew the path that lies ahead of me. You only need to look down to see the heights of your hold. Seeing her point when she towers above me is difficult. Of course, there's no need for you to concern yourselves with the turmoil below. My confusion must be written upon my face. I was a guardian ounce, you know, stationed on the grounds until quite recently. What happened? Dying angels, apocalypse creatures feeding on rotten light, putrid souls. I was ordered only to observe. My duty was to guard the truth, to bear witness. This is the duty of those who serve the eye. The eye? That's why you have so many eyes? Strange to hear it spoken of so openly by an angel, let alone a fallen. Angels serve the high authority, the hand of the Almighty. They speak not of the eye, who is separate and mysterious even to them. Mother once told me when I came of age, she will give me away to the ever-watching and knowable eye. You bore witness? But those who serve the eye do not return to the knowable realms. They keep up their bodies, they will have no vessel to put those memories in. Of course. Maybe that's the reason they want to feed on memories, because they don't have their memories anymore. Besides, it will be a trespass of the highest order, the ultimate forbidden fruit, to take knowledge and bring it back. She speaks with a tantalizing allure, but the shock of her words chills me to the bone. Those who see the truth cannot return. They will strip you of everything. Liar. When you say it's true, they'll come for you. But Kitty, if no one returns, who tells the stories? Okay, true enough. My vision blurs. Perhaps one day you'll change yourself too. If no one comes back, then how we know no one comes back? A warm fuzziness crawls me as my eyes close. I trust you'll keep my secret, won't you? Her voice echoes as I feel myself fall. Deeper and deeper into a dream. I'm somewhere I never visit, a place that remains lost until I return. Don't be troublesome now. I know what's best for you. The sound of her voice, the music? I like the music right now. I'm gonna up the volume a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, so it's a little bit up. The sounds of her voice feel so strange yet familiar, like a half-healed scar. What do you mean? You gave me away? The white-hot anger fills me all too well. We have some debts to settle, and it was a fair trade. Oh no, you made trades for life, and they trade you? That's gonna feel bad. It'd be quite an honor, really, for you to serve the Eye. You'll be able to be a witness as an archivist. But I want to live. Hush now. It'll be a couple more centuries before you're of age. Besides, will you rather work at the store forever? You always have big dreams, and you can see everything you always wanted, dearie. I don't want to give up my body to do it. What's the point of seeing everything if I don't get to live? The experience, I guess? Oh, what I give to peer through minds and see the secrets of the Eye. If it's so great, then you go. Yeah, you go. I did, dearie. Oh, I did. I watch over you whenever I can. But lately, it's gotten more difficult too. You made a dangerous friend. Watch or else. Her mind is moving, but I can make out the words. I can't stay long. What are you saying? You won't remember anyway. What's happening? I love you. You're making sense. Will you come back? And you wake up. Wake up? Wake up. Mother! Wow! No, I did not hurt you. What is an art guardian doing in here? I feel like I'm missing something important in a distant dream that slipped away. Very, 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 very shiny, this guy. You may address me as Art Guardian Saria. Whew. Just one eye. That's good. I have some questions for you. I guess it's a woman, right? Saria is a woman's name. How did you... We're not open yet. Actually, the 7th Circle opened its doors to customers an hour ago. I glance around, there's no one else in the store. I have been observing you. What? When you were sleeping, you were whispering. Excuse me? I can't exactly snark. A member of the High Authority orders, so I changed the subject. I guess they are looking for the other one, right? Is there a reason for you to visit? Are you looking to pound something, perhaps? The Art Guardian looks at me with distaste. An anomaly has occurred, and we trace its origins back to this establishment. The Eye, maybe, right? We're a pawn shop. We specialize in anomalies and mishappen things. Please specify what you mean by mishappen. Are you referring to distortions, corruptions, or magical drifts? It's really just whatever people bring in. For a being of light in silver armor, she sure wears a dark expression. I mean, she's on duty, right? You can look around if you like. Unnecessary, I have already searched. Don't you need a decree for that? There will be a decree for a lockdown of the entire crossroads if we don't find the answers soon. Her voice echoes and the sword trembles. Sorry, I just woke up. Can you tell me what's going on? Multiple incidents have occurred in this area of Slade. The most recent being the disappearance of a oh no! I was last seen wandering out of the 7th Circle with part of her soul drained. I spotted her sprouting whiskers in surprise. Was it Rowena? I thought she seemed different when she left. Indeed it was. Now elaborate. She normally visits every year near closing time, looking for a memory she pawned away. What is the nature of this memory? I don't know, we don't track departed goods. The art guardian looks at me unimpressed. What kind of establishment is this? A poor one, we've fallen on hard times, spare a blessing? Start from the beginning, when did you last see her and how did she disappear? She came in demanding her memory as always. I told her to find it herself. We have this back and forth every day. She even tried to steal from us. Indeed, she already served her court sentence. Yes, and she wanted to forget all about it, and she has, but of course she doesn't remember that. Enough. What did she steal? An eye. She tried to steal it, and then it was gone. What kind of eye? I'll know if you lie. I don't believe her. The store has so many lies, and outwards prevents casual invasion of the man. But maybe they don't work in angels, right? White lies are probably fine. The kind that grows back once it's pulled out. It took a while to respond. This eye, did she take it with her? I don't know. Do you still have it? No. Do you know where it is? No, our words come and go. The stores do most of the security. Has anything else out of the ordinary occurred this past fortnight? Yes, I woke up to an angel watching me sleep. I'd called her mother. I assumed you were attempting humor to inject levity into a serious incident or to disrespect me. I mean no disrespect, I just use sarcasm to cope with the stress of interrogation. Understandable. What am I doing? I hope she doesn't brand me as a disruptor. This is not an interrogation. If it were, you will be bleeding from your eyes. I actually would deem my light to be perceived by you. Okay, there was a little bit of problem with the audio recording. I think I fixed it now. I just noticed there's like 1 minute before this that had audio issues, but should be fine now. So I was saying what you guys didn't listen that I was actually saying was that you're telling me to arm myself against an angel that can hide from the holy light. So what am I supposed to do to protect myself from something you cannot stop with your mighty power of angel? So I don't think there's a lot I can do, right? And it's an angel inflicted with vampirism, right? So it indeed wants blood, but what kind of blood and how much blood it wants, it's unknown. And also the mom is related to the eye, right? So I guess I am too. So I can choose between she hasn't harmed me, which will be admitting she was here and I didn't report it, so he will get mad at me. And how do you know she was around here? Yeah. The Art Guardian glares at me through as the eye spit in her face. I can smell her scent, thunder and blood, and vile intentions. What do I think I know the smell of vile intentions, but not the smell of thunder. Maybe thunder smells like burn, like something burned. I wouldn't be surprised if she preyed on one like you. She was like broken, beautiful things. Oh, you called me beautiful. Thank you. Excuse me? Your spirit is scattered, your talent wasted, you do not treasure your gifts, and you care for nothing for the plight of others. I would care more if caring helped. I would see with you folks coming in here and telling me who I am. You and her are the same. I'm nothing like her. She's a seductress, a liar, and a traitor to our kind. She left us without a word. I stared at her, then I stared at her neck, hidden by her dragon scale armor. I suppose you know her personally? No, but I just admitted to knowing that I'm a suspect now, right? She answered too quickly. It's the X, right? Suddenly, I'm dying to know. I straightened my back. This is a pawn shop. We can only do equal exchanges within the store grounds. Information for information. How dare you? My coven has treaty with the high authority, or matters here are private or paid for. And from experience, those who give something gain far more in return. I point to the sign hanging behind me. Found the secrets, weighing you down. Gain newfound wisdom, clarity, and formidable foresight. I know of your treaty. I don't understand why the high authority permits this. The high authority honors my coven's work. I am bound by a blood oath, by the lives of my coven, to keep the secrets that are offered to us. It's easy for them to send burdens our way. I suppose your blood contract ensures nothing will be revealed. Not a word of what you share will be known outside these walls. She hesitates for a long moment, then resignation settles in her eye. She was my sister in arms. I taught her all that she knew. I thought I knew who she was, then everything changed. She never cared for guardian duty. She preferred the chore, and she was beloved by the Musellas she grazed with her son. It was a surprise to me when she volunteered as a herald for the below, a most chaotic apocalypse. So brutal, some whisper, even the eye could not bear to watch, and left only disciples to gaze upon it. I prefer higher order work, but I wanted to be by her side. When we went down there, she didn't take it well. First, she performed her duty, but as weeks passed, she became more and more like a stranger to me. What she did to the demons, the deformed, the defiled deviants. The Dark Guardian's gaze is far away. I'm still in trance. She tried to save them, and when she couldn't, she tasted their pain. Even the ones marked with death, she ignored the omens, the law. It was futile, of course. She was severed, her wings could not carry so many deviant souls. I pleaded with her to stop. I fought her. I thought I had lost her. Buddy, you okay? Bringing Manis washes over me. What is happening? The Bane one. It's her fix. She's one of ours. Buddy? Are you okay? The Dark Guardian's light is swallowed and an impenetrable depth hollow out her eyes. She reaches for her armor and removes the centerpiece. Jesus Christ. There's a gaping hole where her chest should be with nothing but unfathomable darkness. It looks like also like a mouth, but also like an eye. It looks more like an eye, right? The darkness fills my head and voice speaks through the Dark Guardian. Why no fist? Flesh through the eye. The Dark Guardian's mouth stretches impossible wide. This vessel is limited. Bringer, vampire, your store burns. Okay, I guess that doesn't leave me much of a choice. The darkness in my head undecipherable now speaks to me in a language I cannot comprehend. I am plunged into confusion as it devours my mind and seeps into my soul, filling me with a vivid, all-consuming fear. Understandable. The end of all things is imminent. I am insignificant in the face of it all. Succumb to it. Bring her. Bring her. Bring her. Beating against me in the terrifying waves, it's pulling me apart, ripping me to shreds. Nice text effects. I love it. This is what takes visual novels to the next level. Bring her. Blind panic and terror. My heart is pounding. Bring her. I can breathe in shocking darkness. Help. I lose myself in unrelenting momentum, wash away into nothingness and hide away. I can breathe. I can see. I can do anything. I can't. I struggle. This suddenly took a dark turn out of nowhere. I thought this was like a angel dating scene, but it's a horror game. I struggle. No. I brace myself. I press forward. I shake, I struggle, I shout, I scream. I force myself forward, I press on. It goes on and on and on, unwavering darkness, unrelenting, unending. Unrelenting, unending, I press on. Unrelenting, I press on. I press on. An eternity later, ever so gradually, it eases. I'm still shaking under its sort of influence, but the worst has passed. In the aftermath, I make out the urgency behind the shadow, a message I barely understand. Bring her. Okay. I come to the next afternoon. I sit there in a daze, a part of me still feels hollow. After a while, I notice a note beside me. It reads, "Pray if you have news." Rowena, you're back! Are you okay? I blink at her. Hello, I'm talking to you. I had a dream your soul got drained. It did. Good thing we satyrs are so resilient, our souls grow back easily. Oh, that's good. Our bodies too, at least from the chest down. What happened to your eye? Some kind of infection. I can see it in blood. But it works fine in darkness though. Did you got like the angel eye implanted or something? Hope you feel better soon. What's that? She gestures to the note in my hands. It reads, "A dig from our guardian's area." I don't like those stiff types. Cherubs are much more fun and fury. What was our guardian doing, poking around here? She wanted to know what happened to you. Guess I shouldn't have touched the cursed eye. The satyr shivers and had the expression crossing her face. She shakes it off. What happened? I don't know, it's hard to describe. I wish I could forget it. That's what you said the first time you came here. You've been back ever since asking to remember. Did I really say that? Like, how much of the memory do you take? Like, do you take just the exact length of the memory? Like, let's say, I accidentally killed someone, right? By accident. And I don't want to remember that. Do you take the memory from the moment I kill it? So I don't remember I did it? Or do you take everything that has to do with the memory so I don't remember any of it? Or do you take, like, oh, this happened on November 22, so you take November 22, 21, and 23 just to make sure? The satyr's laugh, it sounds musical like tinkling bells. I would thought she'd be a brayer. A part of me wants to pawn this memory too, but I guess we can just forget everything painful that we lived through, yeah. Remember, painful memories, it's what makes you strong, really. You don't have to like it, I don't like it, no one likes it, I think, but it's part of life and we need it, we need them, right? I was just hoping it'd be something cool, like a haste or a secret mission. I can promise you it wasn't that. But I really can't say anything else. Alright, fine. So you'll let this go? I point to the sign behind me. It reads, "Pound your past. Look at your future and don't look back." How does that work? I'd like a sign like that. It changes every time you point at it. That's kinda cool. It's made of truth-sire wood from the eldest forest. They say the ice tears trickle down to the eldest forest. I stiffen at the mention of the eye. You know, the eye seems all the horrible things that we turn away from. The hidden things, the forgotten things. It sees all. It sees the truth. Why is this not... This one doesn't have like the black lines, right? This is different. The truth, and it whips for us. You're talking weird. It has to do something with your new eye. It sees what we do not understand. It sees what we don't want to understand. It sees you, your darkness, your light. It sees me, my weakness, my might. It sees us all. Oh! Okay, something's not right. I noticed she was crying, which was weird, but now it's more weird. I feel like kinda bad for Rowena right now. More and more tears are down Satyr's face as she stares at me unblinking. Golden white put trickles on her infected eye. There's mounting pressure, and terror grows within me. Okay. My head is racing as I brace myself. There's whooshing in my ears. For an instant, I'm transported. Dripping liquid pouring trickling bubbling cosmic soup. Perfect roundness ebbing in and out of unfathomable dimensions. Their movement tickles me, the ebb and flow unfolding and collapsing. It stretches apart and back together, brushing me every time it closes. A roaring's rustling gentle peace wells up within me, and a wild warm joy blossoms. I let myself float in this warm, soft soup, a gargling embrace of happiness in every spotting loveliness. The cosmic bowl fills up enough, all the way to the brim, which love and adoration for everything within it, including me, especially me. I'm everything to it. How could it not have known how loved I am? I was born loved. And then I'm back. This game has a lot of tripping. Yeah, it's really something, isn't it? I was speechless the first time too. They've had an infection quite like this. I don't think that's an infection. How did you say you got this? That eye I took from you, the one I gave back, it followed me home. After that, it just melted into the weird goop. I bent down to sniff it and it just went up my... Why would you do that? Felt like an alien pudding, made my brain sting at first. I could feel it squishing around my skull. Then my life had started fogging up and now it's pretty much blind. But sometimes I get these flashes of absolute bliss. People around me can feel it too when it comes. Is it some kind of mind toxin? Or like medicine, I feel completely whole and healed whenever it happens. It's like being a fish or droplets of floating marvels. Feels so stupid to describe, but it's just the absolute peace. I feel like a baby in a cradle. If my mother was a goddess and the universe was my crib. That sounds like drugs. I'm sorry. Sorry. Gentle and cooing, what I'm even saying. Don't worry about it. Just gotta let it happen and suck it all in. Anyway, I'll let you to close up now. It's the end of the day already. Time flies when you're in a bliss. She whips and walks out the door, a smile on her face. I know the angel is coming back, right? The fallen angel. I still don't understand what just happened, but I also don't want to question it. It was just pure relief, precious peace and godness. The afterglow of that takes me through my usual routine as I close up shop. A part of me is still floating, but the other part can't help noticing the dust, the grime, the imperfections of everything. It felt so nice to be taken away from here, like a warm soak, a sweet hug. All I had to do was be, nothing else. It's like when you go on vacation, right? Like you take, like, I don't know, like you go to the beach, you go to the mountains, you go to a nice hotel, you spend a nice weekend or something like that, and it's pure bliss, it's everything nice, and then you go back home and back to work, and everything sucks because they take you out of your happiness to be. And you know, it's not like your normal life it's bad. It's just like when you're in a better place, even for just a couple of days, when you come back, everything seems less good, I guess. Humming, there's a skip in my step, and then I start to dance. I take goblin paste and add fairy dust using a wooden spoon to stir them together in a glass jar. The squelching sound and gentle cling fills me with unspeakable serenity. I giggle and spin up in a container with brimstone powder. Then I scoop out enough to make my mixture grainy, using the spoon to cut it through it. Nope, it's back. Don't stop on my behalf. I stare and laugh at her sudden appearance. There you gave me. It got eaten. Traffic looks at me curiously. How did it taste? Oh, I didn't eat it. Rowena took it home by mistake. I tap my nails along the jar, dragging it through the grooves and the pebbles. It's rather melodic, and I can't help but trail along. A little hiccup bubbles in my throat. Traffic's wings twitch in response. I openly start the strange place her eyes spout. I treat through the lovely bliss of the melty eye and make my way to her. What happened to you? I heard rumors you drank angel blood and help out some demonic entities. I think you'll sleep well tonight. But wait, I was gonna make you something. Give you a bit of my blood and warn you away. A little kitty told me that will get me in trouble. Only if you take it without permission. I can give you some. She pauses. Go back to being a cat and nestle up your desk. You're not the boss of me. You're an outlaw. I hand her my mixture and settle down on all fours. Then I curl up on my desk, which is much less comfy in witch form. I'll tell you a story, and then you shall go to sleep. Yay, story! This game is back to being like a dating sim. Seraphics takes note from my desk and fits it to a candle. Hey, that's mine. You're mumbling, love. I stick my tongue out at her, but it turns into a big yawn. By the time it's done, I'm a lot smaller. Whoa. Seraphics hand is the size of my face, and she gives me scratches behind the ear. Scratches. She rubs my chin, and I close my eyes, purring contentedly. I guess this is a cat girlfriend. Once upon a time, there was an angel. An angel afraid of stepping over the line and falling, or deviating from her perfect form. She didn't know that someone else was watching over her, a servant of the eye. My mom? Someone who began to love her. Someone who love never touched her, bound to an unknowable cosmic realm that only those with the grace of the eye can comprehend. The unknowable was frightening, the unknowable was loving, impossible to put into words, impossible to live. All the servant of the eye could do was witness, and they chose to witness her. This servant saw her kind heart and watched her enter the hellscape on earth that tore her apart. The rapture attained many angels who fell, but she refused to give up her light. It was admirable, and the servant of the eye hoped that she would see her thrive. In the end, as the angel lay dying, the servant took what she had left. Those who witness cannot interfere, they have corporal attachments, no vessel to return to. Anybody that takes is too weak to bear the burden of these memories. But the light of this angel shone bright enough to scatter the darkness, even rival the bliss soup. At least for a little while, the bliss soup. The servant heard her cry and reached out for her, and a death's kiss became her. It had been so long since she could breathe, touch, feel, taste. Also, this is not the angel anymore. That's why the other archangel mentioned, right? She's like a different person, right? Because it's not the same person. She tastes everything, the rotting light, the guts, the deformed field, the blood of a sister, even the carcass of a celestial. All perfect forms becoming undone, all chaos settles into stillness. Section of or degeneration. I guess she is one that returned from the eye, right? Returns to us the same pendulum, the rhythms never change. But to live again, even as the time gathers at the bottom of the hourglass, there's nothing quite like it. Pretty soon everything will taste like fire and scorched ash, cutting and cruel. This is my truth, and I am pointing it to you. Her voice fades and the dream story is forgotten. I wake up warm and content. The feeling lingers as I drink my morning tea. As I prepare for the day, pieces of yesterday fell back into place. I guard as the memory of singing and dancing billowing in front of her resurfaces. Fragments of the past few days splinter in my mind as I check the aisles for any messes. There are gardens open, gaping, chests, and the inevitable horrors that plague me. I forgot to clean up yesterday, the dust mites are gathering in more and more corners. Half-forgotten dreams of whispered tales and an empty aching of a last touch. Instead of leading a spell, I decided to save up my magic. I call a broom to my hands and brush the dirt into the vents where we keep the furnace fire fairies. The sound of swishing blessings brings me back up to the fuzzy place I succumb to. As golden white pus leak from the saturated infected eye, I feel an immense loss as my head fills with worry and stress. Uh-oh, something bad happened. My aggressive sweeping has sent a crystal ore tumbling into an exchange mirror. That's an ancient heirloom gifted from a sister coven. Mother would kill me if she knew. I grab Mother's cauldron and sweep the shattered mirror pieces into its mouth. Maybe there's a good common recipe I could use to whip up a nice brew. The mirror is known for revealing ugly truths. Perhaps it could be altered to share beautiful ones too. Mirror cleansing, spirit sensing, mind revealing, and dream unstilling. I watch as the mirror melts into a liquid silver. Clouds are clearing, eyes are tearing, bells are ringing, whistle is singing. Who comes to mind during the incantation? Ooh. Okay, so I have a few things I want to mention before I make my choice. First of all, the Seraphics, right? If I choose the Seraphics, which we know it's not an angel anymore, but a servant of the eye reborn. At least that's what I understand. I kind of want to see the Arc Guardian because of the like mouth eye thing on the chest. But on the other hand, I want to know about the mother too. I guess this game has a lot of replayability, so you guys can go and play it too, even if you watch the video. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this game was recommended to me on my Discord server, right? I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the game. If you want to recommending me games, you can go to the Discord server and let me know. So I guess I'm gonna choose the Arc Guardian series. I really want to choose the Seraphics because when it was just a fallen angel, it was not too interesting to me. But now that it's like a servant of the eye, it's kind of more interesting. But I'm gonna choose it. Just noble and loyal, so far above my station, it is humiliating to think of her again. Ooh. Throwing the mixture into a glass, I drink in... Are we drinking glass water? That sounds dangerous. It is of stardust and grounded light with speckles of blood suck rain. It goes down watery and fades into steam that floats up. The fog in my head collects itself and for a message I miss my last encounter with her. I know with sudden clarity that the darkness infecting her will not relinquish her body unless it gives it what it wants. Its intentions are clear, bring her, it doesn't want to speak through the Arc Guardian any longer, that it must. Her. It's clear the Arc Guardian loves her, will she really want to see her destroyed? But the Arc Guardian deserves to know the truth, besides I cannot let my store burn. Yeah, that's true, I have to protect the shop. I hear movement in the back room and head over to investigate. If it's who I think it is, I must do the right thing. Hello, Kitty. Do you mind if I stay here? Wow. I don't think it matters what I choose, but I guess this is because I drink the Archangel potion, right? Of course. How long will you be here for? For the sake of my store, I cannot let her go. I wouldn't want to overstay my welcome. And now stay here, let me get your refreshment. My hair pounces as I walk away, saying a quick prayer to our garden's area. What are you seeking here? I ask only that you leave my store alone and find peace. A shudder runs through the store and holy light radiates through the window. She's here! We must act at once. An infection is spreading, stored ice and corruption. It's a blackout here. Yes, we must stop. It wants to speak through you. The Dark Guardians launch at me and grasp my neck. I attempt to shift to flee, but the darkness... Oh no. I think I chose the wrong option. I can feel myself convulsing, but some becomes a distant sensation as I'm overtaken. So you found me. I will despise this vessel. Its time tilts high up and heartless shall fall. Your riches have shriveled, your confinements weakened, your wisdom is not for you to keep out of reach. Beelzebub shall not remain untouched to the raptors of the below. She does not worship the angel either. My actions cannot be undone, not in the light nor the darkness. Destroying me will make no difference. Leave you. Apocalypse rise with the death of the celestial. This one is my friend. I did not know it would lay with the madness. Its carcass was there. I only wanted to live. You went down and desecrated her body, ate from her flesh. So this year covered you didn't want another of your kind, an unfathomable celestial to mingle with those below. When I took this angel's body, I need to feed, and I found the corpse of your friend. You despise that I consume her, you despise that I become her. It's something else. Blasphemy. You fall too easily. Perhaps one day you shall fall and understand. You shall not be remembered. You shall be banished to oblivion. Your consumption erased its memory, gaping hole, unable to revive. Cycle tarnish. Oh, because she technically didn't die, right? Change is inevitable, the truth should not be kept in your chains. Oblivion is your fate. None shall know you. You hold the power to reverse all wounds and return the world to perfection, but you choose to damn me from life. Soundless I drift. My memories fade as the eye claims her fate. Art Gardens area. Rest now, all is well. I awake wondering what forgotten dream I'd left in the other. My morning table cleans the terrors of the night from my mind. Kinda confused. Ending 0, forgotten. Fast forgotten. So there's other 3 endings, I guess. What, 3 endings? 4 endings. So one would be for my mother, another for the Arcadian, and how do I get the other one? Okay. So let's load a little bit. And I want to choose my mother. She abandoned me. Why would she reach out? Yeah, that's a good question. I drink my bittersweet nostalgia. It tastes of mysticoids and swamp mushrooms, chunky, far too chewy and fragrant. A part of me always reaches for her with mixing brews and other concoctions, wondering if she'd be proud of my experiments or appeal if I surpass her. I always made me feel silly and sentimental, so I push it away. Now, at last wash over me. Okay. I watch over you whenever I can. Hello, Mom. You made a dangerous friend. I cannot interfere unless your soul opens up and allows me to. But you must fully devote yourself to me as a vessel. That is forbidden, used only in the most dire circumstances. A full devotion, a complete bearing of oneself. I won't stay long, you can trust me. Know that I love you. I don't know if I trust you, you left me alone. This ancient witch goddess or coven has survived the depravity of public scorns and wars. It has turned the tides of persecution and schisms among our own ranks. It sounds how your guilt is taken, sacrifices stolen, and unthinkable use, only for summoning the strength of our greatest ancestors as a last resort. If I call on her, it will be an act of ultimate trust. In the wrong hands, the consequences are unthinkable. You only need to say this, blood to blood, soul to soul, I lend my body to you whole. Could I give it myself to her? I know she loves me, but it's truly what I must do. Now in shock, I head over to investigate. Okay, it's the same. I don't know. My mother warned me about you. Oh, I'm flattered you mentioned me. She sees the worry in my eyes and her gaze softens. If they discover me, I won't let harm befall you. They will only make you forget me. Her words do not reassure me. I'm so tired of forgetting others. I forgot my own mother came to me in a dream. There will be no more forgetting. My mother, she might come over if things get dangerous. We received it the past few days. My. Should I put on something nice? A shudder runs through the store and the floors creak. The shelves jam away. I better go see what's going on. You stay here. It's the Archangel, right? You must give her up. An infection is spreading. After I kept the others away, I will take some sense in her myself before she gets even more out of hand. What will you do to her? What does your kind have to do with what you take? I think of mother's disappearance, take it to witness. I think of mother watching over me. Oh, it's happening again. What are you talking about? It wants you. Something is wrong. I reach out to my mother as the light in the garden of its fate. Blood to blood, soul to soul, I lend my body to you. Hold, please help. Dear child, I'll take it from here. A devoted body will always triumph over an unwilling vessel. That poor infected angel. He'll be swift, don't you worry. You can watch if you like, or you can go to sleep. If I focus, I can feel my body moving, lunging forward. My claws elongated, thinning through putrid light, tendons, entrails. Mother was always better at this part of the store management than me. But now, with her spirit within me, sharpened magic, and the store's work under my body's complete control, nothing will harm us. Adrenaline and blizzard wash over me. A customer knocks on the door, but we are closed for today. Hello, hey, do you have anything I can get? And you see through the window and it's just someone killing an angel. Is that the head? When I come to, I find the head of the art gardens on Seraphic's lap. She drinks from her neck, lapping at it happily. I did not know you'd be a huntress, feeding me like a stray. I do what I must to protect those I love. It's what witches do. You rise. Glad you seen. You pose a danger to the store. But also a great opportunity. Join me, and Seven Circles shall rise to even greater heights. Our brothers shall reveal truths as they should be known. Is there room to share with those below, or will the Be High and Mighty continue to be heartless? Our riches shall be so great, they will overflow you and I. We shall serve any customer who puts their faith in our coven, above and below. I believe you, if you can put it into a blood bow. I feel want to leave my body her duty done for now. The choice is mine, it's up to me how I continue her legacy. Ending B, blood to blood. Okay, ending B. So it's A, B, and O, right? Which is kind of weird because it should be C, but the game it's called Angel Blood, so these are types of blood, right? Like B blood, O blood. It should be A, and this will be like AV. Okay, let's go for the last one, which will be to the Seraphics. I've seen many customers come and go, but her, I just can't wrap my head around it. She's a thief that stole my heart and clarity of mind. I extend the cloud and prick my finger, allowing drops of my lustful blood. Yeah, very lustful, indeed. To enter the pool. Throwing the mixture into a glass, I drink my guilty pleasure. It is a forbidden confessions, and I say words filling over my tongue, drawing out the delicious notes of lighting even as it burns my throat. My appetite has gotten me into some trouble, into some big trouble indeed. I trust you'll keep my secret, won't you? This is my truth, and I am bounding it to you. The whispered confession that haunt my nights brings forth clear as day. Could it be true? Could it be? I hear movement in the back room. Okay. Hello, kitty. Do you mind if I stay here? Yes. Yes. Do you mind? I suppose I'll go then. No, I mean yes, you can stay. She gives me a most delicious secret when I could pawn, but I find myself wanting to court. After all, she did take my heart in return. And with this insight, other things have come to light. A new path forward. You must be hungry. Quite. I'm about to offer a solution when a shudder runs through the store, the floorboards groan, and the shelves huddle to the side. I'll take care of... You stay here. I head back to the front. You can stay open, everything will be alright. You're a fool for keeping her. Do you realize an infection is spreading? Distorted eyes, corruption? Betraying the high authority, the hands of the Almighty for the eye? I snore at that, the politics about us bore me. The Art Guardian has no idea what entity she is hosting. Do you even know what you're searching for? Who do you stand for? Why did you come? The darkness in her eye received to call upon her fate is to resist the draw of the eye. My hand to the hand, my light shines from the high authority for all time. Not the eye? Never. I act for the hand. She winces her... I guess this is the good ending. Her spoken fate is enough to keep the eye away from now. I was the last to see her before she fell, and she's my responsibility. If I can just save her, my honor shall be restored, the hand will bless us with forgiveness. Very well, but you must offer an equal trade to restore your dignity. What will you give up? It must be something worth the price of both your forgiveness, a trespass for a traitor. I would never. Fallen from grace? What does it matter if you truly believe you'll both be forgiven? I know the hand forgives. Then give me something that work with, something worthy of her. The Argadian mumbles to herself, pondering this conundrum. Afternoon, Queen. Rowena. I've been wondering, like, what happened to Rowena, because she was not an option in the cauldron, so I was wondering what's going to happen to her. We're about to see if their guardian will waver. Oh, are you bargaining? Never do I see a hide and my dear guardian caught pawning. The satirist laughs at their guardian plight. Rowena, I remember you. Why, I don't believe we met. I don't tend to mingle with you stiff types, with all due respect. Your period of atonement was 3 decades long. I was their guardian who forbade your visitors to love for quiet reflection. By the end, you understand the consequences of your trespass. Okay, so he was the... She may not remember, but the Archangel does, right? What? The sign behind me reads, there are no refunds for opponent memories returned by the chance encounters and ethereal interferences. Very convenient sign. I love it. That's the best part of this game. I mean, the horror beats are amazing, but I like the sign a lot. I do not point to it. It doesn't matter, I don't need to know. I watched your guardian attempt cruelty. Your only sibling passed while you served your atonement. Her grave has not seen a visitor in all this time. How pitiful. Indeed. How pitiful you are to attempt to elicit sorrow from me. I know my sister is at peace, I have seen it through the eye. I let go, but it appears you have not. This stuns the Arch Guardian. If there is something you desire so badly, you need to come here. May I recommend indulging in blissful infection? The eye sees and knows all. The hand attempts to change the course of what will always be. Give in and see the truth. They'll give you a great appreciation of simple being. You look far too conflicted for your own. Oh my Jesus! Ooh. Okay, I did not expect that. In one fell swoop, the angelic knight beheads the satirist. That's kinda sad. I like Rowena. Her sword of light strikes cleaning the bloodborne into place. I stare in shock. She feigns indifference. There you have it. My beard to my patience, giving up for her. You kill an innocent. She's not so innocent. Rowena served her sentence. She was forgiven. You're the guilty one. I watch her light fade. Without her virtue, her power has an unguarded esteem. I will serve whatever atonement I need to gain forgiveness. The hand holds opulence and opportunity for all. Her declaration of faith diminishes all traces of the eye into the recesses of her soul. A rejuvenation brew and suction pot can draw into her if I can get to work fast enough. You kill an innocent for me? I'm not sure of who I am anymore, only that I yearn to be by your side. I'm not who you believe me to be. In change, I'm not her. Without her own light bleeding her, the waning Archguardian can see the truth. Where did she go? How did you take her body? She's dead, but she wanted a friend with her in the end, and I held her as she passed. She did not wish for you to suffer, she did never wish for any to suffer. Not that satirist and not me, a lost soul. So I take a step back, and then another, and then another. No, this cannot be. I have made a great mistake. I see an opportunity. She will have wanted peace, then it causes trouble. The Archguardian nods mumbly, she stares into nothing. Your memory can stay in 7th circle. She flinches, struck by the offer. No, that will make me no better than the vulgar, low-class satirist. I must go on. This place is vile. I will not lead any other here. The Archguardian makes a swift exit, tears falling to the ground. A moment passes, and then another. She's not coming back. I pick up the satirist's head. So she mentioned she could heal from the chest down, right? But they cut her head, so I guess she's dead. Sorry. I pick up the satirist's head. One of the hair ash rolls out of its socket and floats into the air. Serafix snatches it and hands it back to me. Hardly a fair exchange for your freedom. None of us are free, we're bound by the strings of fate, but it does help to see the strings. The celestial corpse I drank from, I had sound enough mind to keep a little of her blood. It's yours if you wish. She holds a pouch out to me, radiating with otherworldly power. A gift and a curse, how clever. You may join me if that's what your heart desires. See the truths, not to be, not meant for mortal minds, the hunger. I guess this is like the 2 endings. Perhaps or perhaps you might brew something of it worth even more. I take a moment to deliberate. I cannot decline such treasure. Mother will have my head if she knew. Well, what should I use it for? gonna save because I want to get the other endings. I guess if I do it for art, it would be like accepting her. And for drink, maybe I can revive the satirist. I take the pouch into my hands, feeling the wholeness of what it holds within. Celestial is a world of their own, missing ours, even their blood holds a little universe, realms within their beings, with dreams and truths different from our own. Different yet parallel. I cannot understand it, yet it beckons me to drink its memory. If I do, it will bring both immense pleasure and pain, opening new senses, new appetites. It smells divine and tastes infinite. How do you resist? I've used it to water dying sprouts and eaten their fractal heads and inquisitive lips. Everything it touches changes. You wish for me to change? Everything changes, kitty. Might as well lean into it. I take my first sip. Whoa, now I'm tripping. New colors bloom before my eyes. I put the celestial blood on my throat and I feel realms ebb and flow within me, bubbling up my tiny eyes all over my body. Some join together while others melt away. My pointed ears, my tail, now pebbled with eyes that see into little worlds between realms, new shades and tiny differences sharp into focus. So am I turning into another, like, eye angel? How beautiful to see who you are becoming. I'm reborn. I can see the future, the past, strings of fate, but I can make out the details. I see everything and then I don't, because they fade into the background of the monstrous love in front of me. I see her kiss before I feel it, and her teeth draw blood. I murmur apology and then she's drinking from my neck. Let the comments come for us, she's given me more than enough in exchange. Soon, it will be your drinking from me. Her wings surrounded us, her eyes on mine and mine on hers. I succumb to the feeling of her and everything, an ever-changing mystery to unravel with unending delights. Ending AV Vivacious Vampires. Okay, I guess this is the quote-unquote good ending, even if the satirist dies. Let's go for the last one. There's something I've been longing to do. So I guess for drink is giving me to the other person, and for art it's giving it like for myself. I grab the pouch and pour it into the cauldron, watching its heavy bubbling flow. As the it fills any container it's poured into, one grab move and it can float this very store. Seraphic watches me stir with preps. I know a recipe for paints that use blood to ensure they congeal for centuries, so the tapestries they paint do not fade. And what will you paint with this? I don't know, I don't want any my experiments nor my mistakes to last long. I can blend them into inks that allow their wisdom to fill pages. Book perhaps, a new scripture for the Mondays to mull over. For their meaning to be twisted and used to justify slaughter? I much prefer personal poetry and musings. Nothing to take too seriously. A waste of such feeling tasteful gift. I trust there is a reason you have not continued drinking yourself. Perhaps I wish for the right person to partake in it with me. Something like this should be shared to all or keep hidden for none to have. Yeah. If one can have it, everyone should be able to get some. But you're my favorite, kitty. I shall not hide such a threat. You can always join me, use it in more delicious ways. You have quite the talent for brews. We can make something for us, repaint 7 circles where to keep all the divine interference at bay. Share your story. I guess she's staying with me either way, right? Whatever you choose, do it with passion and promise me you won't water it down. Never. I wanna let you, darling. And if you, dear visitor, also chooses to create, choose wisely. For the duty of art to surrender to a new reality and take those who seek to beyond beauty and sanity, a glimpse of throats that cannot be tucked neatly into place, blissful escapes and novel horrors. We help you find what you came for and make things to steer your soul. After all you did, found a lovely memory for the blood we gave you. Ending A, artful allowances. That's it. Okay, so that was Angel Blood. Quite the interesting visual novel. It's been a long while since I last played an indie game. It's been more than a month since I played an indie game. It's been even longer since I last played a visual novel, so I was kinda out of it. Sorry if my reading capabilities are not to match. It's been a while since I read a visual novel. But very enjoyable game. I like the story a lot. It was kinda, for me, at the beginning was like, oh, this is gonna be like a monster dating, right? I play a lot of visual novels before, and some of them you date a monster and they fall in love, and it's kind of nice, like the Yuri and everything. I like it. I was liking it, but the moment it turned out to be like a horror game, and it actually gets quite spooky. And yeah, there's still like the love part of the game, the lustful part of the game. The witch in love with the angel, and the other archangel in love with the one that died. I feel like the only character that didn't receive like proper development was Rowena, which is kind of sad because it was like my favorite. She died at the end apparently, which is even more sad. But she didn't got like to be in love with anyone or anything like that, right? We got the character development of her being in jail and the death of her sister, which is something I guess she forgot that she didn't want to forget, but she got it back eventually from the archangel, so it's all good. Yeah, I was expecting something more to happen to Rowena, which it did not, but it's just like a personal preference, right? I think that the game is pretty solid. I really love the main menu of this game, really, really nice. The illustrations of the angels, especially this one, really good, like really spooky, really, like what is this entity that it's way above me, which is really nice. The story with the mother, even in the mother ending, was not like, I don't think it solved all my questions about the witches and the mother, but I think it's good enough, right? You don't want to make, this is a game for a game jam, and I don't think you want to make the game too long or like give too much explanations, because it also removes the fantasy, right? In these games with a fantasy world and everything, the hand, the eye, the high council and everything, you don't have to explain everything. That's part of the magic of the worlds, right? When you're reading something, when you're reading a book, a visual novel, even when you're playing a game, you don't want everything explained to you. I understand that much, which is nice. But I did wanted to know a little bit more about the mother and maybe Rowena. But I understand this game is actually focused on the angel blood. This archangel, the fallen one, the other one, the witch. It's kind of nice. I did really like the story. Maybe a little slow at the beginning because you're like this like back and forth with meeting the angel and stuff like that. But the moment you see things going down, the infected eye, the nightmares with your mother, the angel coming, the other one, like my favorite part of the game, it's the mouth eye thing in the archangel's chest. That's a really good CG. It's quite spooky. It looks really good. It actually puts the fear of God in you when you watch that. So yeah, I think pretty solid. Very different from the last game I played from this developer, right? I think Marigold's Mannequin was like kind of funny, kind of real life, depressing thing. Yeah, it was magical, but not like terrifying. And this one, it's really different, but it's also really, really good. So I got all the endings, but there's other choices I didn't choose, right? You can choose something different in here. And I think there was another one I missed. I'm not sure. But if you want to play the game, go ahead. I really recommend playing it. I know I'm not the best narrator for visual novels. I do my best, but maybe it's not enough. So if you guys want to play the game, the link will be there in the description with all the games I have played before. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, developer, for making the game. It was really cool. And thank you for going to the Discord server to recommend the game to me. I appreciate it a lot. So I will see you guys in the next indie game, stream, or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I'll see you later.